In terms of design, this car is very important for Škoda brand because it obviously shows us a way for future Škoda models. What are the key points in terms of design?
Yeah, you're right. This is for the first time where we adopted fully in the front this new design language, which we call modern solid. And typical features for this design language are three things. First of all, it is the modern appearance, functionality and authenticity. It means that in the front we have this new feature which is called tech deck phase. In the center part we are incorporating all those functions like camera, radars. In the future will come also another functionalities. And what is also important that here we have for the first time this wordmark Škoda instead of logo which we had previously. So this is very typical for the front in terms of modern solid language. And this is a little bit like we say brand identity. You know, according to this contour, you will always recognize that this is Škoda.
Is this a specific electric car look, or will the petrol cars also get this kind of look?
Yeah, really good question. Of course, I cannot tell you what will come later, but definitely in terms of electric cars, this is our direction because it's very naturally connected with the thing that we don't need the openings here for the air input. So that's why we could cover it. We could make this nice, sleek design, and it is really not only from aesthetics point of view, but it's very connected to the functionality because once you cover it, once you make it so sleek, you have perfect aerodynamics.
What does it mean, perfect aerodynamics? How efficient is this car?
It's the best car which we achieved in this way. The value of coefficient drag is 0.26. And it's not about the mask only. This is of course helping a lot, but we have also another features like this air curtain, which is optimizing the airflow around the car, around the corner. Here we have this active roller blind. And of course on the side we have also wheel gap reducer, which is minimizing the space between the wheel and the wheel arch. So the car is full of functional details, and this is how we say functional design.
What is your favorite design part of this car?
Oh, I would mention the lamps, you know, because this is really big change. You can see how we changed the area of the signature, for example. Here we have these four very precise elements. This is top version in this case. It's fully LED, of course, not only here in the upper part, but also in the bottom. But already the design itself has to be really precise. That's why we have very big precision in these four elements. But also when we talk about the shut lines, because here is for the first time when we achieve the shut line only 1 millimeter between the lamp and the mask. This is really important detail for us, because once you reduce the design so much and you would like to achieve this timeless effect, you have to be very precise in every detail. And in the bottom there we have main functions. In this case it is new generation of matrix system. You know, it's 36 segments, so it's 50% more than the previous systems, and this is what brings also to the customer a really nice performance in terms of lighting. What is important for us are the proportions. So you always, when you have features like air curtain, and that was for example an interesting point for us to connect these two functional things in one unit and to have it still proportionally balanced. So this is for us from appearance point of view very important to mix in the right way this aesthetics and functionality.
So what else does improve the aerodynamic efficiency of this car?
I would mention this detail which you can see here at the wheel arch. This is called a wheel gap reducer, and it's improving the airflow. It starts with, yeah, exactly. This is this shape which you can see here, and this is helping to minimize the space between the wheel and wheel arch, and this is exactly what optimizes the airflow around the corner of the car. So this is helping a lot. And
so it's extended.
Yes, exactly. Normally you would follow this curve, but very naturally we incorporated this shape and continue to the side.
Why didn't you continue with it to the whole?
Important it is here, because the airflow, as it is starting to move from this direction, here it is not affecting so much, because you have to react somehow with this rotating volume of the wheel. And it is continuing around the wheel. We have also in the offer the covers, which are also improving the airflow. And we could continue very naturally in the rest of the car, because we have optimized mirrors, we have optimized side body. Even in the end, we are keeping these functional details which are improving the efficiency of the aerodynamics. Typically it is this roof spoiler, these side finlets which are also optimizing the airflow. But what I would like to mention is, for example, this edge. This is something which is very connected with these really precise, sharp details in the crystal lighting, which you can see here. But it is also functional. This edge is helping with the drag of the air around the side body. And in the bottom we have the same style. You can see that the angle is very similar, and this detail is getting, you know, wide-looking appearance from the back, but at the same time helping with this airflow.
I see quite a few plastic like this, but in my opinion, because of that, cars look a bit robust. Want to look a bit robust? Does it have like a character like this?
Yes, for sure. That was our target, you know, to offer the customer this right feeling.
You mean also a bit off-roady?
Can be, why not, you know. Even we have in the offer at the moment Enyaq and Elrock and the other SUVs, but this is something the lifestyle of the people who are buying these cars, you know. You would like to give them all the chance to use the right way the car, also in the city, but also during the free time on the weekend.
Why is this part not painted?
Because we have it so. Sorry, very, very good question, but yes, we decided to do it because for sure there are some parts which are coming from the fact that we have MEB platform, so it is a little bit technically connected with the Enyaq, and of course you can see that we have to balance all the features with this car as well.
So it has to do with cost? Maybe even with sustainability?
Of course, we have to find the best balance, what to offer to the customer, to give him a really good and interesting car, but at the same time to keep the price interesting for them. And this is typical for us, you know, price for value.